Today in the Paddock, we get to experience an inside look at internship opportunities for students, 4-H Day at the Capitol, and the future of agricultural drones. Hello and welcome to the Paddock. I'm Layla Wallace. Save the date. The Georgia Department of Agriculture invites you to celebrate Georgia Agriculture Awareness Week, March 17th through March 23rd, 2025. This is an opportunity to highlight the work of those who provide our food, fiber, and shelter. Join the Georgia Department of Agriculture by sharing your experiences on social media. Use the hashtag Georgia Ag Week 2025 and hashtag Georgia Grown. If you're thinking of purchasing a new or used tractor soon, Farm Journal is reporting that it might not be time just yet. Prices for high horsepower tractors are expected to rise over the next few months. Reduced manufacturing and an increased demand in the used market are behind this rise. Their reporting suggests this market is similar to that of 2008 or 2009. In other news, Georgia Agricultural Commissioner Tyler Harper announced that Georgia is declared free of highly pathogenic avian influenza, otherwise known as the bird flu. This disease has been affecting the United States since 2022. Georgia had 2 confirmed cases earlier this year, prompting a temporary lockdown of all avian activities. Another unexpected challenge in the agriculture industry is internships. Allison Cook gives us a look into some of the challenges students are facing.
Every summer, hundreds of students from ABAC's School of Ag and Natural Resources take internships from all over the country. As the semester is slowly coming to an end, students are in their final steps of securing what could be the road to their future career.
Internships are vital to the success of our programs. They get an opportunity to get out into the industry, determine what is their passion or might not be their passion. So it's just a wonderful opportunity that has really helped our programs succeed.
It's a way for them to apply some skill set that they've started to develop, but then also to help define exactly the area that they want to go into, and then they can focus the remainder of the degree in that specific area.
The biggest challenge students are facing in the industry this year is a challenge that all of the United States is facing. With housing costs up 3.4% from the previous 2 years, students are left with tough choices to make.
Probably the biggest challenge that we have seen is often housing. We encourage our students to get out of their comfort zone, to go and consider positions away from home to really see what opportunities are out there. And sometimes if housing's not provided, that can be the biggest challenge.
After speaking with ABAC students, monthly rent in Tifton can range anywhere from $700 to $900, which students feel pressured to maintain over the summer, even if they don't live here, in order to not lose their housing. If they move away for an internship, the short-term housing they could likely require can cost them up to several thousand additional dollars just for the summer. Meanwhile, the compensation for internships is never certain and varies widely.
I would think almost like a fork in the road type of thing is pay being offered, and if so, how much? Are we considering that if we're having a student that could be potentially a junior in college relocate, what's the funding mechanism? So how are we paying them? Are we paying them a summer salary? Are they able to make a living off of that?
There's no easy fix to this challenge, but students are finding ways through networking and mentorship. Faculty do recommend to plan early and save up so you feel more freedom to explore your opportunities when that time comes. In the Paddock, this is Allison Cook.
The 4-H Day at the Capitol event is held every year during the session of the General Assembly. Colleen Barber is with us now.
Each year, hundreds of Georgia 4-Hers from across the state gather at the heart of our government to learn about civic engagement, meet state leaders, and showcase the impact of 4-H in their communities. Those in attendance heard from inspiring students, state officials, and 4-H alumni who continue to make a difference every day. Tune in with us as we explore this unforgettable day of learning, leadership, and Georgia pride. 627 students and leaders in 4-H gathered from across the state at the Capitol as they celebrated leadership, service, and the bright future of Georgia's youth. 4-H members are given the opportunity to speak to their lawmakers and see firsthand how their state government works.
I think that 4-H Day at the Capitol is a real important event for our 4-Hers. We elevate civic engagement and leadership as one of our core pillar areas. And so giving opportunities for young people to have experiences, real life experiences, to help them learn about civic engagement is very important.
4-H plays a vital role in shaping the leaders of tomorrow. There is no better way to help shape these students than to immerse them in the day-to-day life of lawmakers.
It's important to understand those connections because that's how our process works. And so we encourage our 4-Hers to become engaged citizens and to understand these processes. People might suffer without an event like this, again, because they might lack those real-world experiences. I don't think you can learn about legislative process at a distance.
Connecting students and lawmakers together is an incredible opportunity to engage students in democratic processes and learning how to make their voices heard.
I think it's a good idea for people to know who their representatives are, is because these people are their voice. So if they have issues, if they have problems, these are the people that they need to come to get their words heard. So I think it's important for these folks, especially in rural communities, to know who is representing them at a local, at a state, and even a national level.
People were walking around in green in the Capitol and bringing awareness to those that do have influence and control budgets, and our decision makers and lawmakers is real important too. So I think it is essential that we give these opportunities both for the young people and for the elected officials to be aware of the impact Georgia 4-H makes.
As this 4-H Day at the Capitol comes to a close, students and leaders leave inspired by the dedication, leadership, and passion of Georgia's youth. The day is nothing short of proving that 4-H students are leading into a bright future together. In the paddock, I'm Colleen Barber.
I'm Emily Nunnery, and here's your market report for the week, covering key Southeast commodities: eggs, corn, cotton, and cattle. U.S. cotton futures rose above 62 cents per pound, moving away from a more than 4-year low of 59 cents per pound hit on March 4th, partly due to market correction and a weakening dollar. Futures tumbled to their lowest level since August 2020 on March 4th after Beijing imposed new 15% retaliatory tariffs on U.S. cotton. Corn futures for the March 2025 contract saw a slight rise, closing at $4.40 per bushel, a gain of 4.2 cents as of yesterday. The contract opened at $4.36 and traded within a range of $4.33 to $4.42, reflecting moderate market activity. Eggs increased by $2.31 per dozen, or 39.84% since the beginning of 2025. According to Trading on a Contract for Difference that tracks the benchmark market for this commodity, historically eggs reached an all-time high of $8.17 in March of 2025. Feeder cattle for March closed yesterday at $2.76 with an increase of 2 1/4. Live cattle for April closed at $1.96 1/2. That's all for Market Report today. Coming to you from the paddock, I'm Emily Nunnery.
Agriculture is an industry that is always evolving with technological advancements. Let's hear from Hannah Fletcher about the impact of agricultural drones.
Drones are changing the way farmers approach precision agriculture. With the ability to launch within minutes, these high-tech tools offer rapid response times and high-resolution imaging.
Drones are the most reactive, right? So we can get a drone out in a matter of minutes. My little Mavics and DJIs that I fly, and I can fly in mapping them, I can have it in the air in under 10 minutes, under 5 minutes. My big fixed wing, I can have it in the air in less than 10 minutes. And it's flying. I can fly hundreds of acres in a flight, getting a pixel for every centimeter.
The level of detail is unmatched, but it comes at a cost. Unlike satellites or planes that can scan thousands of acres in a single pass, drones require a dedicated pilot and observer, making coverage more expensive per acre.
The drones have a great play in small patches, right? So you could have helicopters or planes run. The drone's footprint is in the small patches where maybe the helicopters can't get to evenly or quickly, or wet ground. Maybe it just rained and you really need to get a fungicide on, and the helicopters are too busy because they're running other people's ground, right? And so that's where your benefit lies.
And as drone technology evolves, the scale of operations is growing.
I got to meet a group a couple months ago that has a drone that will carry 50 gallons of water and is powered by diesel engines. It's huge. I mean, we are not far from a helicopter. It's very close to an autonomous helicopter on that volume. And so what we're doing is increasing volume, increasing size.
But experts caution that technology should serve a purpose, not just be adapted for the sake of innovation.
Don't see a technology as a hammer and just bang away at everything you see. My recommendation is always have a problem or have something you want to be more efficient and find the proper tool. We're often just jumping into tools and not having a plan.
With increasing accessibility, drones are becoming a standard tool in modern farming, helping growers make smarter, faster, and more precise decisions.
Hey y'all, Kayla Brenton here with your weather update. Georgia will continue to experience mild temperatures in the coming days, staying warmer than usual with no major cool down on the horizon. The southeast as a whole is following a similar trend with above average temperatures sticking around. As for precipitation, dry conditions persist across the state, reflecting patterns seen throughout the region. While we are not currently in a drought, the ongoing lack of moisture can start impacting soil conditions, which is something for farmers to keep an eye on, especially as planting season approaches. That's your weather update. Keep your boots in the ground and your eyes in the sky.
This past week, the ABAC Wildlife Society held their 11th annual Beast Feast.
Overall, Beast Feast went really well. We had over 300 people in attendance. Funds made from Beast Feast will allow our students in the club to go to professional events such as CFWA, National TWS, and State TWS conferences. These conferences will allow our students to connect with professionals in the field and further their careers.
The 55th annual Miss ABAC pageant took place February 26, 2025 at the Howard Auditorium on ABAC's campus. This year, contestants came together to raise over $3,000 in support of the Samaritan's Purse Hurricane Helene Relief Foundation. Our own Kayla Brenton is here with an exclusive interview with the newly crowned Miss ABAC.
Thank you, Layla. I'm here with Rayleigh Hughes, our newly crowned Miss ABAC. Rayleigh, that must have been a very exciting night for you.
Yes, it was. It was very exciting and thrilling. I had some anxiety and nerves built up all the week before, especially the day of when we had the interview, but all the girls were so nice and so encouraging to each other, and the team that we had really built over the past week, and it was a really good experience. I really loved it.
What inspired you to run for Miss ABAC?
Sure. So what inspired me to run for Miss ABAC was the ability to have a platform here at ABAC to advocate for them. I knew when I first heard about ABAC that it was mainly an agricultural school, but that's not what I wanted to do. And so I knew that I could take this as an opportunity to show other people that you don't have to be an ag major to be here. You can do anything.
With that crown, how do you plan to use your platform?
Sure. Like I said earlier, I want to advocate for ABAC and let people know that there's not only ag things that you can do here. I'm a pre-professional biology major and I want to go into medicine. And so if you want to do that, you can come here as well.
Thank you. Rayleigh Hughes, your newly crowned Miss ABAC.
Well, that'll wrap us up for today. Thanks for tuning in for the latest ag and ABAC news. From all of us here at the Paddock, I'm Layla Wallace. Have a great week and G-Haul, y'all.